Sweet. Can you guys see this all right? Okay, cool, man. Well, my promise today is how I make over $4,000 per month selling music online as an independent artist without a record label, okay? This is as an independent artist. And also how I made over $52,428.21 last year selling music online without a label, and how you can do the same thing. There has never been a better time for us as artists, as independent artists, to get in the game and make money with our music. If you guys are excited to learn how to make money with your music and that you can imagine yourself doing this, let me hear some yeses out there and say, yes, I want that. I want to do that, because this isn't like some bragging webinar where it's all about me. No, this is about you and you making money with your music, because that's why you came here, right? I want to show you secret number one. Look, I don't personally have to sell anything, okay? My fans do it for me with YouTube. You're going to love that strategy. Secret number two, I only need one song to make this work, and it wasn't even a radio hit, okay? Secret number three, how I built my Facebook to over 166,000 likes with little to no money. How many of you guys would like to see your social media blow up and you start having lots of likes, lots of fans, okay? And you can do this with it only takes one song, guys, to do all this stuff and to really blow it up and have fans, all right? If you guys are excited about this stuff, then let's jump into this training. At the end, I'm going to be offering you guys my course, Launching Your Career as an Artist, and how valuable it can be to your music career. Also, I want to show you how you can work with me one-on-one every single month with my program called Fanbase University, where I coach artists just like you. At the end, I'm also going to be doing a live Q&A. It's my VIP training, okay, where I'm going to be just taking your questions at the very end. Stay to the end, because I want to answer all your questions. I put my VIP badges, I actually sell these at the shows, and this is where people pay me money to meet with me before the show, and it's a great income that I make with my music. And guess what? People pay me thousands of dollars to work with me just for my advice. And so you guys are getting this free today. I want to hang out at the end, so stick around. There is no such thing as a dumb question. I don't care where you are in your career. Ask me the question. Put yourself out there. Let's start building a relationship now. Also, at the end, I'm going to be giving you my free gift, which is my YouTube marketing playbook for musicians, so you can get more comments, royalties, and subscribers to your channel. What I want you to do right now, though, is turn off your cell phone. Turn off distractions. I want you to focus. I want you to pretend like you paid thousands of dollars to be here, because that's the type of value I want to give you. I want to be all in for you guys, so I want all distractions gone. I want you to focus just like this kid right here. You know, focus on me and what I'm going to say, and I want you to grab your pen, grab your paper, get ready to take notes. If an idea comes to you, or you just get an idea to do something, I want you to jot that down, because you want to remember the stuff that was said, just in case you can't watch it later on. And at the end, I promise you, you will feel a little overwhelmed. I'm going to turn the fire hose on you, because I really like to just, you know, give value. I talk a little fast. You're going to get overwhelmed, but that's okay. That's a good thing. Just take it all in, take notes, and let's get this rocking. My name is Chris Greenwood, also known as Manifest. I'm a full-time artist, and I've been doing music now for over 10, 15 years. My first EP came out in 2001, toured 22 different countries, sold hundreds of thousands of albums, millions of singles. As you can see here on iTunes, if you look me up, M-A-N-A-F-E-S-T, Manifest, I've had a lot of albums out there, and I actually have a new album coming out. It's called Stones. You can see the little orange button there where people can pre-order my album. And let me tell you something, you always want to do a pre-order campaign. You always want to do a Kickstarter campaign. It's not about if you do a pre-order or if you ever do a Kickstarter. It's all about when, and that's some of the stuff I will teach you later on, which I'm stoked about. You can see inside of my TuneCore account, and this is again why we don't need a record label, okay? I've made over $196,000 without a label. This is just selling my music independently with streams, and this is what I get excited, guys. We don't need a label to make money anymore with our music. This is all my independent sales. Sure, I was signed before and I made money with them, but not nearly as much as I've made as an independent artist, and how much you can make, which I'm really stoked about. How many guys want to see yourself make $196,000. Let's split it in half or a quarter. How many of you guys would like to make $50,000 with your music? Well, stick around to the end because we're going to blow this thing up. Here's a picture of me in a studio with the same studio as 3 Days Grace, and you can see the Papa Roach plaque there. I've also been in the same studio as Magic, and I'm actually friends with the producer, has produced a bunch of my songs as well. They did that song, Rude, Why You Gotta Be So Rude. It was a huge radio hit. So I've really tried to surround myself with successful people that are more successful than me so that I can learn and grow. Here's same studio with POD. Okay, those are my heroes. Couldn't believe I got to record in the same studio. It's one of my favorite albums. I got to stand in front of it and take a picture. I was like, I'm working in the same studio as these guys did. But this is the thing. I failed music in school, guys. I failed music in school. My teacher failed me. I tried to play the trumpet. I wish she had taught me some different things. I was the worst singer, worst artist. But this is the thing, guys. It's not about the talent, it's about the heart. You know, you can learn to become a better songwriter. You can learn to become a better performer, and you can learn this stuff, okay? And there's always going to be better artists than me, better artists than you. But you know what? Create anyways. Get in the game anyways. The biggest obstacle we have to overcome as artists is self-doubt and fear. You know, can I really do this? Can I really step out and do this? And if you are adventurous and you want to step out and crush fear and be a full-time artist, you've got to punch fear in the face. How many guys want to conquer some fears that have maybe held you back from stepping out and really pursuing this music? Well, you know what? You're not alone, because I struggled with it too. But instead of letting fear rule my life and not stepping out and getting coaching and getting in the game and releasing music, I didn't listen to that voice of fear. I listened to that voice of faith that said, you know what, just get in the game. And so that's what I want to encourage, man. I didn't even want to do music, to be honest with you. I didn't want to be this rock star or whatever, touring the world. I wanted to be a pro skateboarder. You know, that was my dream, to be in the magazines, move down to California and have my own skateboard named after it. And I was starting to get sponsored. I was starting to get free stuff. Come on, who doesn't like free stuff? And I ended up getting this crazy skateboarding accident. And I couldn't skate for like months. And so I was bored out of my mind. And this girl that, you know, I thought loved me and I was in a relationship with dumped me. So I was in a really depressed state, man. I was really discouraged. I was really depressed. I wanted to take my own life because skateboarding was everything. It was like my dreams had fallen apart right in front of my face. And maybe you guys can relate that when it comes to music. But mine was skateboarding. And instead of taking my own life, okay, I started to write songs. And I started to rap and I started to sing, and I got into this group, and this is me right there in the gray t-shirt, that goofy looking guy with the hat backwards, and I was terrible. There wasn't very many people at the show, but you know, I got started anyways. I was having fun anyways. And that's one of the things I always say to my students is like, you know, don't lose the fun with this. Don't get totally upset, you know what I'm saying, when it doesn't work out the first time. Stay in the game. Because look, I was goofy. I didn't know what I was doing, but I had heart and I stepped out anyways. And I just want to say this. Look, I was the worst out of all those guys on that stage. But I'm the only one that stayed in the game and is now making an awesome income with his music. I ended up meeting this amazing girl who's now my wife. I've been married for over 14 years. We dated for 5. And when we were dating, when I met her, I knew she really loved me because I was really terrible at music. But she helped me to put some albums out, and because she is an artist, okay, and a graphic designer, and so she did all my album artwork. We ended up releasing this EP for the first time, and I loved skateboarding, and so we took a video and a photo at the skate park. And so that's just what I knew. I like to write about skateboarding. I like to talk about skateboarding, the things that I experience in my songs. And this was just a 5-song EP, guys. I didn't do a full album. I wanted to test it out and just get out there and get in the game. And that's one of the strategies I teach you is like, do a single, another single, then do an EP. You know, this is before iTunes and all this stuff, so we just got in the game. And, you know, not everything's perfect. The logo's not perfect, but I just had to start. This EP is still making me money today. I recorded it in 2001, and it's still making me money every single night. I'm still getting streams. I'm still getting sales, and I wrote this in 2001. How many guys would like to have your music working for you 24/7? Yes, I would too, man. It makes such a difference to have your music working for you. Your songs are assets. They are not just songs. They make you money when you learn some of the stuff that I'm going to be teaching today. I ended up releasing an album as well as an independent artist, okay? And I was doing this all while I had a full-time job, okay? I was just like getting in the game. I was paying guys for tracks. I was just putting myself out there. I didn't know what I was doing. I'd never done this before, and I realized like we were acting like our own record label, and we were just putting music out there and going for it. While I was doing this, I had a full-time job. I was an IT network engineer, okay? I know I don't look like it, but that's what I was doing during the day while I was putting my money in to get this EP and to get this album out, to get my website done. I was working a job. Guys, having a full-time job is not a bad thing. You take that money and you invest it into your business, into your brand. That way you don't need the record label, because the record label is just going to take 100% of the money. You know, if I invest in this, then guess what? I'm the one who makes all the money off of it instead of the record label. And so it's good to get a job. It's good to have some money coming in to get your career moving so that you can really do this, okay? And so we started to take 5 days. I was working 5 days a week, and then I went down to 4, and then 3. And then I remember while I was working only 3 days a week, because my boss was so cool, because I was just trying to play shows every single night I could. Like, I took Fridays off so I could play more shows. I ended up getting offered a deal because I started to make a little bit of noise. And I was like, oh my gosh, I finally actually got signed. Because honestly, that's what I thought it was all about. I thought it was all about just getting signed and getting a record deal. And I got all stoked. And I remember when we signed the deal and me and my wife were running around the condo being like, woo, we made it. And honestly, it felt like I had conquered a mountain. It felt like I'd finally made it. And all my problems were solved, and I finally got a record deal. Isn't that what I want? That's going to be the answer to all my problems, and they're going to make me famous, and I'm going to make all this money. And so I quit my job. I remember sending that resignation letter to my boss, and I was so scared because I typed up the email, and it felt like the weight of the world came down on my finger when I hit send, and I was like, whoa. I'm like committed now, because I was scared out of my mind. But honestly, I didn't want to be wondering the rest of my life, what if I never went all in and really chased my dreams? Have you guys ever asked that question to yourself? You know, what if I don't really go for this? And so that's why I want to encourage you to go for your dreams, man. So I quit my job, getting signed, and we ended up releasing this first album. It was called Epiphany, okay? And I did rock and rap, and so that was supposed to be me on the left doing hip-hop and me on the right rocking, screaming, okay? A lot of people thought I was in a group, but I was just a solo artist. And I went on tour, and I thought I was going to be this rock rap star and sell hundreds of thousands of copies and play big shows. And we played some big shows, some small shows, but most of all, we played shows like this. A lot of the shows, nobody was there. Nobody was there to see me perform. Nobody was there to see me, to buy my music, and the records weren't really selling. And I was like, what's going on, man? I signed a record deal. I thought I was going to be like famous overnight, and it didn't turn out. Like, the record label I realized didn't do everything. And this is the one thing I'm trying to encourage you guys, man. You don't need a label. You just need your fans. You need to put, your effort behind your music and get out there and be your own label and crush this thing. Because within 6 months of quitting my job, I was $30,000 in debt. And I was like, what the heck is going on? I was discouraged. I was depressed. I was like, man, I don't know if I can keep doing this anymore. And I was just like wondering, like, why isn't this working, man? And like, why isn't the label like blowing me up? And I had all these questions, and the only way I knew how to make money was touring. And so when I got off tour, after going $30,000 in debt, I had to go back to my job temporarily. And I took a few, days here and there just to make a little bit of money. And while I was there, the company offered me my job back. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, should I take this? Because I need to provide for my family. And I was just really in a tough spot. They wanted to pay me more money and give me a better job. But I took the road less traveled, guys. To be honest, I was like, you know what? I can't do this. And I went and I got onto a tour that I actually had to pay to be on. And I kept moving this music career forward. And guys, it was one of the toughest decisions I ever had to make. When you're faced with a tough decision, you're not sure what to do. I remember Akon telling me this. He said, many artists step out of line right when their name is about to be called. You wait so long and you put all this effort in to get your music done, and you get to a certain spot, and then it doesn't work out exactly the way you want it. And then you give up. And then they go, hey, number 4, can you come up? And they're like, number 4? Number 4? And you were the one holding the number 4 card, but you're not there anymore, and it was your time. It was your opportunity. And I want to say today is an opportunity for you to take a step forward in your music career with some of the stuff I'm going to be teaching you guys, an opportunity. So I want you to make a promise to me right now that you're not going to step out of line. You're going to stay in the game. And if you're not in the game, you don't got songs done yet, get in the game, man. Get in the game. Because my name was called. I was on tour across the U.S. somewhere. I think I was in Texas, and I was told that my records were selling in Japan. And I was like, what? I'm selling music in Japan? What the heck does that mean? Well, they said, Chris, we imported 10,000 records and those sold out in the first week. So we sold another 10,000 records and those sold out in the second week. And then I remember I ended up emailing a whole bunch of booking agents and we set up a tour down there. And I ended up touring with my band in Japan, got paid really good money to like these huge audiences. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm big in Japan. How many guys would like to be big in Japan or just big anywhere? And I'll just be honest, it was like a dream come true. I ended up being on the front of magazines. You can see freaking on the same magazine as Rob Zombie, and things were just taking off. It was unreal. I got to bring my wife down there, and we've toured there a bunch of times. I ended up putting this guy Coy on my album from Crossfaith, and this guy Coy is bigger than me now. I put him on my song to kind of give him a leg up, and now he's bigger than me. And so you never know, man, how things turn around. I'm going to share more about that later, but it was unreal. I ended up going to Russia, and the label didn't set this up. I set this up. I put the effort in, and some agent called me and wanted to fly me down there. We went to Russia and Ukraine. Can you guys imagine doing this as an independent artist without a label? You can just start. You know, went to the China, and again, the label did not set this up, guys. Toured with POD and Flyleaf, some bands I really looked up to. Ended up releasing merch. Can you guys see yourself releasing merch, having cool stickers, having USB keys, you know, DVDs? I love doing USB keys now. That's one of my favorite things, man. We just did this skateboard because I love skateboarding. We put all my albums on there. If I run out of a certain CD, I'm like, hey, don't worry, I got the whole collection right here. We even did this one. We do limited editions of these for every album, but we put all my CDs on there. And then this newest one, we did this guitar amp because I did this full rock record, and so it's kind of like this, you know, guitar USB amp, and people love it. And I'm just being creative, man, and just putting my music out there. But one of the biggest mistakes, guys, I did at the beginning was trying to impress the record labels. I remember I was always bowing down to them, just trying to say, hey, you know, oh, I did this, I did that. Here's a music video I shot. Oh, I did this and I did that. And they just take all those assets and then they just make all this money off my music. And I'm just stuck touring the globe. And the only way I can make money is touring. But there's so many other ways. And that's when I had my epiphany. Because I was like, hey, why am I busting my butt touring across the country, putting all this work in for the label? I need to get paid. I need to figure this out. Otherwise, I'm going to be tied to the road all the time because I was leaving my wife like 150, 200 shows a year. Sometimes she could come, sometimes she couldn't. Now, you know, I've got a daughter and stuff. And so I was like, I need to figure out how to make money while I'm sleeping. I need my music to work for me, guys, because I saw so many artists burn out on the road because sometimes they don't make any money at all. And then they have to come home, back to the 9-to-5 job. But then I had my epiphany, guys, and that's when I realized I could get all my songs working for me. You see a little checkerboard there of different photos and stuff. Those are all just different music videos that I had paid for. Well, I learned how to get my money working for me, getting my music working for me while I sleep. Would you guys like to learn how to do that? How to get your music working for you while you sleep? Well, let's jump into this, man, because we don't need a label. We don't need them, man. All we need is fans. That's all you need. I want to teach you how to build a fan base. I want to teach you how to connect with 1,000+ true fans. I just raised over $46,000 on a Kickstarter without a label, and you can do it too. Would you guys like to learn how to raise $46,000 on a Kickstarter? You know, I want my music working for me 24/7. And I'll tell you, the only saving grace I had, because you can see all my albums out there, and some of those used to be with the label, but they're not anymore because I got them back. It was just a licensing deal that I signed. Thank God for a good lawyer, and I'll tell you about that later. But if you're ready to jump into this, secret number one, I don't personally have to sell anything. My fans sell it for me with YouTube. And I used to think YouTube was the biggest waste of time. I was frustrated with it. I was uploading music and nothing was working. I wasn't getting paid. That's because the label didn't tell me how it was working. They didn't want me to know this stuff that I'm going to teach you right now. I didn't have many subscribers either. Maybe some of you guys can relate to this. I felt like this guy right here, banging my head against the wall, just trying to figure it out. You know, maybe you can relate to this guy. This guy actually looks like he's having fun. You know, I had multiple companies putting claims on my videos, so there was conflicts. And if there's conflicts on your videos, then I wasn't getting paid for my music. And it was frustrating, and I was broke. I wasn't making money. But then when I figured this out, guys, it was a freaking game changer. And I just want to say that the money with YouTube is real. If someone tells you it's not, that's because they just don't understand these things and they don't have it set up. You know, just on my channel alone, just with AdWords from the AdSense, that's just on my channel is like over $107 alone, just from YouTube, just from the AdWords account. How many guys would like to make an extra $107? Yeah, man, of course you would, right? Well, the real money is in the YouTube royalties that aren't just on my channel, okay? $1,400 there, $1,800, $1,500, $1,600, $1,100 from YouTube. This is where it got exciting, and this is where it really started to change for me, and now I freaking love YouTube. This is this key, guy. You don't need thousands of subscribers to make money on YouTube. Look at my channel right here. I've only got 16,301 subscribers, yet I'm making thousands of dollars with my YouTube channel. How? Well, look at this crazy pit bull dog. Why am I showing you a picture of a crazy pit bull dog that happens to have 12,121,883 views on it? Why? Because whoever made this video put my song in it, and it's behind this video, and so I got paid on every single one of those 12 million plus views, okay? Because I've learned how to monetize on YouTube, and the dirty little secret is it's not about your channel, it's not about my channel, it's about the thousands, hundreds of thousands of other YouTube channels out there that have our music in it. Here's another guy. He made this crazy animated video, and it's got 6.2 million views, and again, he used my song Impossible on it. I don't even know who this guy is, and he's got 63,000 subscribers to his channel. Thank you so much for sharing my music with over 63,000 people. Okay, here's another guy. Used my song and made this crazy like animated video, and it's got 806,000 views. Well, let's go to my video on my channel, where I paid money to make this video. I didn't pay money for any of these other videos, okay? And the one that I made has only got 769,000 views. And I just want to say, guys, like, that's the key. It's not about our channel. Is this not rad? Isn't this so cool, man? Like, all you got to do is upload your music, make it available on YouTube, encourage your fans to upload it. I got this little screen capture from TuneCore, and they said, hey, the revenue from, you know, your YouTube audio fingerprint or your UGC videos still makes up a large majority of the revenue for Manifest. Well, what the heck does UGC stand for? It stands for user-generated content, or I like to call it fan-generated content. Fans that have made videos, whether they're of dogs or animation or sports, and they use my music. It actually says official content off of Manifest channel only generates 21.96%. The majority of it is other people's videos, other people's channels. It's just that I put a claim on it and I make money off of it. How do I get paid from all these videos? Well, look, this is the claim that I'm talking about. This is on another channel I have, and I use my music, and it says, hey, this includes copyrighted content. If you click on it, it'll say, oh, you're using Human Light Mix by Manifest, and TuneCore on behalf of Manifest Productions has put a claim on it. You can still use this video. You can still have this up there, but we just got to make sure the artist gets paid for his music. Because, guys, we got to get paid, right? How many want to get paid for your music? And this is the cool thing. I'm making money off of this 24/7. How do I do it? With TuneCore or CD Baby, not with a record label. They didn't even tell me on any of the checks that they sent me. They never showed me this stuff. They never broke it down and told me where the money's coming from. No, they keep it all a secret. Here's a fan that says, hey, it's Katie here. She says, hey, my 10-year-old son wants to use your song 4321. Do we have permission for this? Absolutely. Your fans don't even realize they can use your music, so you want to encourage it. I had another guy said, hey, Chris, I created a song for a friend of mine using your instrumental for No Plan B, but there's a copyright notice on it by TuneCore. And I'm like, he's like, can I use it? I'm like, yeah, dude, you can use it, but I just got to get paid for it, okay? Because it's my music. I hope that's cool. And they're like, yeah, of course, dude. It's not a bad thing for people using your songs in their videos. In fact, you want to encourage it. You want to do contests. You want to do whatever you can to pump them up. Say, hey, guys, here's my music. That's why sometimes you just want to give it away for free, because you make money off the streaming. TuneCore CD Baby, they collect the ad revenue and the royalties from all those hundreds of thousands of videos, and they pay me. They pay you. How many want to get paid for your music? Yes. The more videos on YouTube with your music, the more money you make if you do what I'm going to teach you. Sign up with TuneCore. Sign up with CD Baby. Use one or the other. I don't care which one you use. I get that question all the time. Just get started. Stop asking questions and just use one of them. Get in the game. Learn. Figure this out. Stumble around. Learn it. Learn from my mistakes. You don't want to be like this guy, standing, trying to sell CDs. Yes, do I still sell CDs at shows? Yes, but I can only do this, one night at a time. You get burnt out really quickly. I love touring. I totally encourage it, but I want my money making me money while I sleep, not just at the shows. You can only sell one CD at a time, one book at a time, or whatever he's selling. I want to teach you my strategy, which is called Swiss dollars, which stands for sales while I sleep soundly. How many want to start making money while you sleep? I like to call it streams while I sleep soundly. People streaming your music while you're not even promoting it and working it. They promote it for you. You see, guys, your songs are assets. And that's where I want to switch your mind shift. When you're investing in marketing, when you're investing in your education, when you're investing in coaching and getting your music out there and producers and all this stuff, you're investing for your future. To have these songs working for you. Like I said, that EP has been making me money since 2001. Secret number 2. I only need one song to make this work, plus it wasn't even a radio hit. Guys, you are only one song away from making this work. And this is how it starts adding up to over $52,000 a year, okay? This song, Impossible, wasn't even a radio hit. We had no idea it was going to blow up, and then it did. It got uploaded to YouTube over 9,000 times. That's what TuneCore told me. I did even a search on YouTube here, and it says there's over 35,000 results, but I know for a fact that they've got claims out there, and I'm making money off of that one song, and it's been uploaded 9,000 times. Can you imagine your song being uploaded to YouTube 9,000 times? Like just having 9,000 people listen to my song or buy it would be awesome. But man, this can happen, and this is so real. This is me in the studio with my buddy Trevor and Adam, that producer that does magic and stuff, and my buddy Trevor from TFK. We didn't know this was going to blow up. We didn't know. We just started creating music, and that's what I want you to do. Create music. This song is still one of my best sellers. Okay, it's one of my best streamers. It's got over 5 million views. Right here on TuneCore, you can see it's made me alone over $28,000. Just that one song, guys. And it wasn't even a radio hit. I didn't even go to radio with this. And this doesn't include all the other income streams that you can make money from, like sound exchange, performance royalties, merchandise, TV, film, video games, YouTube, radio royalties, SoundCloud, Audio Jungle, iTunes, and Spotify, plus dozens more. And I teach you all these and how to set them up in some of my online courses. But guys, this is where the $52,428 selling music online without a record label starts to happen. This is where it starts coming from. I released this album where that song was on back in 2006. September 26, 2006. That's over 11 years ago. How would you like to have music that you made over 11 years ago still making you thousands of dollars a month and a year? How many of you guys would like that? Would that not change your life? Would that not pump you up? That's why I want you to stay in the game. That's why I don't want you to quit. That's why I want you to stay to the end, because I'm going to be doing the Q&A. You see, it's the fans that decide what's a hit and what's not a hit. The record labels don't even know. It's the fans. That's why you got to keep putting music out there, and you got to keep trying. You got to start marketing it, though, as well, too. You are just one song away for this happening to you. Just one song away. Can you see it? Can you get pumped up and imagine, yeah, man. Secret number 3, how I built my Facebook to over 166,000 likes with little or no money. How many of you guys would like to have over 166,000 likes on your Facebook of fans that love your music and buy from you, all without a record label? Well, here's just a little screenshot. It's now over 167,000 likes because it continues to grow. I'm not showing that to brag. I'm just showing it as social proof that I am real and am really doing this as a full-time artist. But this is what I would do if I was to sit down with you and coach you, or we're at a coffee shop hanging out, or we're talking over the phone on a coaching call. I'd say, hey, dude, what's your genre? What kind of music do you make, guy? What kind of music do you make, girl? Or do you hip-hop? Do you do rock? Do you country, EDM, alternative? Tell me what music you make. And then I'd say, hey, well, who do you sound like? Who are similar artists to you? Who would you compare yourself to? Would it be Linkin Park, Eminem, Rihanna, Mumford & Sons, Ed Sheeran, Bruno Mars, Taylor Swift? Who do you sound like? And if you told me you sound like no one I've ever heard before, I'd be like, come on, man, you sound like someone. Don't tell me that. Because this is the thing, man. Comparisons aren't bad. They help tell people who you sound like, who I sound like. They give people an idea to compare themselves to. It's a good thing, okay? Japan used to say to me, I sound like Linkin Park meets Eminem. I've heard people say that, you're a male version of Rihanna with rapping. Not me personally, but like these are just ideas. Maybe you sound like Bruno Mars meets Beatles, or a heavier version of Madonna meets Mumford & Sons, or a dirty pop version of Johnny Cash. Like, come up with something cool to make people like, oh, I want to check that out, man. That sounds rad. I want to hear that. If I sound like Linkin Park, should I market to them? If I sound like Bruno Mars, should I market to his fans, like to his audience? Absolutely, man. Heck yes. If you sound like a certain artist, you want to market to their fans. You don't want to shy away from it. You don't want to like bite their songs or copy them. But man, if I sound similar to someone, well, then they're going to want to listen to more music like that. Like, I have certain artists that are rock or hip-hop, and I want to listen to more rock. I want to listen to more hip-hop. There's multiple artists I like. This is what I would do. If I was to sit down and I'd say, hey, write down 1 to 8 artists that are similar to you or you sound like. And so that's what I want you to do even right now, man. Who do you sound like? Write them down. I sound like Linkin Park, P.O.D., Papa Roach, 3 Days Grace, Hollywood Undead, 1,000 Foot Crutch, Skillet, Rage Against the Machine. Do I sound exactly like them? No. But is it a good comparison to give people an idea? Yeah. Do I think Papa Roach fans might like my music too? Yeah. Well, I wrote this down because guess what? We're going to use this little strategy sheet so that we can market to these artists' fans. How do we do that? With Facebook, man, with social media. This is just one little strategy I want to show you. You guys excited about this? You want to see how we market to those fans? Well, I just go to my Facebook page. I go find a post that I did. I uploaded a little lyric video of my song Stones. It's doing really well. And even Facebook saying to me, hey, your post is doing better than 85% of your posts. Why don't you boost that post so you can get more people to see your music? I'm like, heck yes, let's boost that post. Spend like 5, 10, 15, 20, $100, whatever. I boost it. I create my little audience there for Linkin Park, and I just target their fans. As you can see there, you can scroll in, and I can say, hey, do I want to target men, women? What age do I want to target? Well, I know most of my fans are men. It's actually 70-30, so why don't I just focus all on men, since the majority of people that like my music are men? And this is the thing, guys. You're not trying to market to everybody. You want to focus. You want to target, because not everybody is going to like your music, and that's okay. And you can even focus on the age range. You can even focus on the country that you want to market to. And then at the bottom there, it says like interests, additional interests. I can put Linkin Park. I could put Papa Roach. I could put any of those artists that I named here on my sheet. And then all of a sudden, my music will start showing up in their feed. And they'll be like, oh, this guy's cool. I'm going to check this guy out. You can even like change the button where it says no button there. You can change that to a buy button. I can put it to my Kickstarter. I can put it to my iTunes link, to my store, and I can start making the money from my music. I used to do this when I was freaking signed to the label and they were taking the money and all the money. No, I don't do that anymore. I do it and I make the money now. And this is how we do it, guys, by boosting posts on Facebook. There's strategies on YouTube that I'll tell you about in a little bit near the end. Stay to the Q&A, please. And then to promote your music and to promote your business, guys. Like, this is the music business. If you want to grow it, you got to put a little bit of money in there. But wasn't that easy? Do you think you could create a lyric card or post a video of you performing a song or even a cover song? I know one guy that did a cover and he boosted it and it freaking blew up and he made new fans. He made more money with his music. These are just little lyric cards that I make. You think you can make some free lyric cards? You can do it totally easily. Here's a story I want to share with you. This is me on the left, and that's NF on the right. He's a hip-hop artist, and I opened for him just a couple years ago. But I didn't know I had met him years ago. I was talking to him, and we were hanging out, and I was like, hey, what's up, dude? Just want to say congrats. I can see, you're starting to do really well, starting to blow up. And this is before he really blew up, okay? And he's like, yeah, man. He's like, you don't remember me, do you? I'm like, no, I don't remember you. And he's like, dude, I opened for you at that festival in Texas that one time. And I was like, oh my gosh, dude. I'm like, that's crazy. I don't even remember this guy. And now he's freaking bigger than me. He's got 267,000 followers on Instagram. He's selling out shows, selling hundreds of thousands of albums, and just killing it. And it was only so many years ago that he was opening for me. You could be opening for me, and then, I could be opening for you. That's the thing. That's why I coach and I teach artists, because I want to see you win, man. I want to see you kill this. And this is just so real. It happens all the time. Here's another friend of mine, Walk Off the Earth. They just started with covers. I don't know if you know their success story, but they did this acoustic Gautier cover on YouTube, and it freaking blew up, getting over 165 million views on YouTube. And they're killing it doing covers. And so this is the thing, man. You can start with covers. You can start with originals. Just start. My biggest mistake that cost me over $50,000, guys, was when I re-signed to the label and I didn't change one thing in the contract that cost me so much money, because there's just certain things I didn't know. Certain things that I teach you on here can be a game changer for you making thousands of more dollars. But just one thing that I didn't know, I could have just negotiated. It cost me so much money. I thought I needed a record deal. I thought I could figure this out all by myself, just stumbling along. And sure, I figured it out eventually, but I could have avoided and saved so much time. I could have saved myself thousands of dollars. Maybe you haven't succeeded in this music business yet, but I just want to say it's not your fault, because they don't teach some of this stuff in school. Plus, the music labels, they don't want you to know this stuff. They want to keep you in the dark. But the good news is we don't need them to build a successful music career anymore. We just need fans. We need to start making music, getting it out there, marketing it, start surrounding ourselves with mentors that can help you. And I hope that I can be a mentor to you today. And we model ourselves after people that are already doing it. That's my man Sonny there, POD on the left. That's Scott Stapp, the guy from freaking Creed on the right. Got to meet these guys. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you feel a little overwhelmed like this person here with the fire hose? I know I went a little fast and I kind of fired a lot at you. And if you feel overwhelmed, that's totally okay. But I want to know if I can tell you about my one-on-one coaching program, so you can work with me and actually implement this stuff into your music career, so you can avoid the $50,000 mistakes, so you can save time and all the years of anguish that I went with you. And I can tell you about this program, this course that I put together. I just want to see if it's cool if I share that stuff with you, because guess what? All you need is a fan base. And I want to help you build a fan base. I don't want you to sign your life over to a record label and get a bad deal. Sure, I can teach you how to pitch to a label when the time is right, when you've got a fan base first, because you don't want to sign your life away before you got fans. You don't want to sign with the label before you got fans, because they're going to give you a terrible deal and you're going to get ripped off and taken. So I put together this awesome 5-week masterclass course so you can work with me one-on-one and save time, save money, and avoid the mistakes I made. Week number 1, I talk about the secrets of songwriting, man. The 6 secrets to songwriting every artist must know to write hits, even if you want to just start doing covers, because you're only one song away. Week number 2, I go into how to build a music brand from scratch, whether you're a beginner, whether you're intermediate, or you even think you're advanced. I'm going to show you how to build it even bigger. Week number 3, the 5 must-have to succeed in your recording studio. You get those demos done, get those songs polished, get them to a producer. You can have those hits done and rocking and really moving forward. And of course, week number 4, fan base factory, how to build a following of super fans on social media. If you like that Facebook stuff, if you like some of that stuff I talked about on YouTube, I go deep dive into that even further so you can blow up your fan base. And then of course, week number 5, I show you how to make 5 figures a month touring as an independent artist. That includes my $10,000 a month touring strategy with templates, cold emails that you need to send, checklists, how to put your EPK together, guys. How would you like to make over $10,000 a month touring? Even $5,000, $1,000. If you even implemented half of what I teach, it'll blow you away. So that's my 5-week masterclass, okay? One of my buddies, Geezer, from this band, went through this. And he just talks about how Chris teaches the lessons but breaks it down into his own experiences. He talks about how I open up and I just share some of the deals and how much money I made. And he's even saying, why don't they teach this stuff in school? Well, that's because it's outdated information in school and they're not actually living it, okay? You want to learn from someone that's actually living and breathing this. Here's another one of my students, Wilkin Teflo. I was looking for a music mentor, and this is as good as it gets. Very good tips. Here's another guy, Mike Van Huber. I'm always a skeptical person when it comes to online courses, because there's a lot of how to make $1 million in 14 weeks with this technique or something similar. But you can trust me, this class is worth the money you spend on it. I don't teach get rich quick, guys. I talk about building a long-term career so that you can really live this thing and make money with your music and enjoy your life. How many guys want to learn how to do that? And then, of course, Rebecca, she says, I just bought this course a few days ago and it was worth every dime. Chris is a great man and an engaging instructor. He's true to his word always. I promise you that he will inspire and uplift you. And that's what I want to be for you guys. I want to inspire and uplift you because, it's lonely sometimes. Some people don't get it. My mom thought I was crazy when I was pursuing music, and some people might think you're crazy, but I say get in the game anyways. So you're going to get my 5-week masterclass, Launching Your Career as an Artist, valued at $1,997, okay? Total value, going to totally blow your mind. But you guys need something else. You need my course, How I Make Over $4,000 per month selling music online 2.0, because I'm always learning new stuff and updating this thing. I just made this new change where I'm making hundreds, thousands of more dollars a year, which is awesome. In this course, there's over 37 lectures, 2.5 hours of content on how to get started selling music online, what it really takes to sell $4,000 a month worth of music. It's not a get-rich-quick course. I teach you Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube strategies for monetizing your music, how to upload your music in multiple different areas to make money with your music, from SoundCloud to YouTube to iTunes, like all of it. There's so many different areas, guys. And of course, how to get featured on iTunes. How would you guys like to get your music featured on iTunes as an independent artist without a label? Well, you can do it. And here's a screenshot of my independent album, Reborn, that got featured on iTunes. And guess what, guys? You can do this too. I want this for you. I want you to show me a screen grab of you getting featured in your genre one day. I want you to show me, after you've gone through this course, that you got your songs in TV, film, and video games, because that's another thing that I cover in this course, How I Make Over $4,000 a month selling music online, and that's also worth $1,997. So you have my 5-week masterclass course, Launching Your Career as an Artist, that's worth $1,997. You got How I Make Over $4K a month selling music online, worth $1,997. Total value $3,994. But what else do you need, guys? Well, I can't leave you hanging, man. If I bragged about YouTube, I need to give you this YouTube marketing mastery course that shows you how to blow up your YouTube channel and monetize it in every single area with walkthroughs, okay? This shows you the biggest mistakes artists make with their YouTube channels, how to monetize your videos on your channel, other people's channels, YouTube traffic secrets. One of the big things is the quick and easy way to create eye-catching thumbnails to get more traffic, and of course, the top secret 1 cent per view YouTube ad strategy. Just like I showed you how to market your music on Facebook, the YouTube way is even more powerful and awesome. And of course, you get direct access to ask me any questions. Whenever you're watching a video and you don't understand something, you need help explain, you post a question or a comment, and I'm there to respond to you. Here's some of what my students said. Here's Tommy Schaefer. He says, amazing course. Taught me so much about YouTube that I needed to learn, even though I've been on YouTube for about 4 years now. Thank you, Mr. Greenwood. Well, this guy works really hard. And of course, Malachi, he says, it gave me all the answers I was looking for, implemented all the teachings, and now in less than a week, I have over 100,000 views on 4 music videos. Thanks, Chris. These guys work hard, and I know you'll work hard too. Here's a comment from one of the YouTube ad strategies that I teach you. This is somebody posting on my videos. It says, hey, finally some good YouTube ads. And I said, thanks, dude. Glad you found me. And then someone else said, my thoughts exactly. First YouTube ad I ever clicked on. Guys, this stuff works. You're not wasting your money, spending money on YouTube and investing in it, because it pays you back. And that YouTube marketing mastery for artists and musicians is worth $997 value. So you're getting 5-week masterclass, Launching Your Career as an Artist, valued at $1,997. How I Make Over $4K a month selling music online, $1,997 value. YouTube marketing mastery for artists and musicians, $997 value. Total value $4,991. But I know you guys need something else, because you've told me you need help marketing your music. And so I put together album launch and release music promotion blueprint. This course shows you how to release an album from scratch, going from a single to an EP to a full album launch. Okay, I've been releasing over 10 albums, and so I give you my marketing strategies, how to market with little to no budget, where and where not to spend your money. You guys always ask me that question. How to release a successful song and what order to release your music in, from single to EP, then album. I put together, you got a full marketing plan from start to scratch, and then how to put a 6 to 12 month plan to really promote this thing. You know, you guys spend your money making your music. Well, now you got to get it out there. Let's market it, man. I give you a checklist from Twitter to Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, how to crush it on social media, what to do to promote your music videos, your song trailers, podcast tips, blogs. Oh my gosh, we go so deep dive in this, from single covers. You guys will love the stuff in there. That album launch and release music promotion blueprint is worth $997. So you're getting the 5-week masterclass, How I Make Over $4,000 a month selling music online, YouTube marketing mastery for artists and musicians, an album launch and release music promotion blueprint, Total value is worth $5,988. But I don't want you to do this alone. You could sign up for that right now, and that would be totally awesome. But I don't want you just to sign up for some online course and be alone. I want to work with you one-on-one. And so I put together Fanbase University, so you can work with me every single month, and I can walk you through this and coach you through this. So every single month I get on a call with you, in a group call, 2 times every single month, with other like-minded artists like you, so you're not alone. Every single month we talk for an hour for you guys to ask me questions, and we just, I keep challenging you. I kick your butt, and I get you to tell you to do this, or you ask me a question, and we just walk through this, man. I walk through this process with you. There's also this video training in there called Musician Makeover Video Training, where I critique other artists' brands, and you could be one of those artists, and you can watch those other videos and learn from it. And then, of course, my Backstage Pass training. If you liked some of the backstage kind of training I showed you today, well, I go into more depth, showing you into my business even more that you can implement for your business. And then, of course, interviews with music industry professionals, from DJs to Taylor Swift's old manager, to music video directors, to managers, booking agents, Grammy award-winning songwriters. I love the quote there at the bottom right there. It says, "Writing a good song can change your life. Writing a great song can change the world." And remember, you're just one song away from doing this. And then, of course, you get the Ask Me Anything forum, okay, guys? Total game changer, and I just want to be there for you to be your coach. And Fanbase University, 1 year platinum membership, so you get to be in that for 12 months. So you get 2 group coaching calls. That's 24 calls. That's worth $1,997, okay? So you're getting 5-week masterclass, launching your career as an artist, worth $1,997. You're getting How I Make Over $4,000 a month selling music online, worth $1,997. YouTube Marketing Mastery for Artists and Musicians, worth $997 value. Album Launch and Release Music Promotion Blueprint, $997 value. And then a 1-year, 12-month platinum membership to Fanbase University, worth $1,997 value. Total value of $7,985. Now, guys, I could totally charge you for that, but I'm not going to today. I could, but I'm not going to. But let's just say you spent $7,985 with me, and all these courses and training did. Like, after working with me for a year, if all it did was get your songs making you money on YouTube, making you hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars a month, would it be worth it? Or if I helped you to find your super fans, would it be worth it? Yeah, of course it would be, man. Or if I gave you the tools and the strategies to release your music online, and then release another album, and you've got these albums you released years ago. We're pushing fast forward, and years from now, you're making money with your music. And if I give you a 6 to 12 month plan for your music career, would it be worth it? Do you think we can move your career working with me one-on-one for a year? Yeah, it'd be worth it, of course. Again, the total value for this, guys, is $7,985 for this 5-week masterclass. How I Make $4K a month selling music online. YouTube Marketing Mastery for Artists and Musicians. Album Launch and Release Music Promotion Blueprint. And then a 1-year platinum membership to Fanbase University to work with me for a year. Total value, $7,985. But today, guys, you're getting that for only $997. $997, guys. That is a fraction of what it would cost at a college or university course. Heck, I've paid for coaching. I've paid $900 just for 1 month, and it didn't come with all this training. It didn't come with direct access to ask questions at any time and how to really monetize this stuff. So this is going to be a game changer. To get started with this right now, just go to smartmusicbusiness.com/go. Again, go to smartmusicbusiness.com/go, and we can get you started today. You can get into these courses today. The next coaching call is on the 12th and the 24th of every single month, okay? So that's only $997. Go to smartmusicbusiness.com/go. But I know some of y'all don't have $1,000 lying around. So what do? We put together a payment plan so that it's only $100 a month, okay? We can all find $100 a month to totally change our music careers, okay? $100 a month, and you get access to this right now. You get access to all the training. You get access to me on the next coaching call and get the networking advice and everything. Just go to smartmusicbusiness.com/go. Guys, that's only $2.73 a day. If you're to break that down, 365 days out of a year, $2.73 a day, and then 6 months from now, you've changed your life. 30 days from now or weeks, you start implementing this stuff. You start putting these things into play. You've changed your life and you're already paying back your investment. Because if you do just 1/10 of this stuff that I teach you in these courses, you can 10x your income. Because look, I don't want to take your money unless I can make you money. And I know what I teach works. It's been proven. Hundreds, thousands of students have gone through my courses, okay, and totally changed their lives. But I only want committed artists that are committed. You know, if you're not serious about making music a full-time career right now, then maybe this isn't for you. Because I want artists that really want to do this and want in on this, because I'm investing my time to help you out. I want action takers that are going to use what I teach them, okay? I want you to use it. That's the difference, man. Action fuels success. You know, if you're not going to take action, let someone else join if you're not going to take action, because we don't have a refund policy, man. Because you're taking up a spot, you're taking up a seat, and we only have so many limited spots. And the reason I don't have a refund policy is because, look, I just went to radio with my song Stones, spent thousands of dollars, and it blew up on radio. But sometimes it doesn't, guys. I didn't always blow up on radio. And I can't ask my radio promoter for a refund. I can ask my publicist for a refund or my producer. I got to be committed. I got to be all in this, and that's what I want. I want you to be committed for a year. Let's crush this, man. We can move your career forward, and you can be doing this full time. You don't need a label. You just need fans. And this is the cool bonus I'm throwing for the first time. For the first 10 people to join, the free bonus is my music industry contacts. I'm giving you all the contacts, from lawyers to producers to people to design your logo, bio writers. So much contacts in there. My wife designed this little cover book for this year, and when she was putting the contacts in there that I sent to her, she's like, "You're just giving these to them?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "They need it." I'm like, you know, I would want someone to hook me up with this. Like, this will save you guys years. This would cost you, like, it's priceless. Okay, it's just absolutely priceless. So you're going to get my 5-week masterclass, Launching Your Career as an Artist, valued at $1,997. How I make over $4,000 a month selling music online, worth $1,997. YouTube Marketing Mastery for artists and musicians, $997 value. Album Launch and Release Music Promotion Blueprint, $997 value. Fanbase University, 12-month membership, $1,997 value. And plus, for the first 10 people, my music industry contacts black book, which is freaking priceless. I'll send that to you. You get started for only $997. Just go to smartmusicbusiness.com/go, and then you'll get access to all the training. You'll have a login and that you can access at any time, okay? The other option, of course, is the 12 monthly payment, which is awesome. And I know, guys, this isn't the cheapest thing in the world, but it's a fraction of the cost of what you would pay at a college or a university. And they're teaching outdated information, and they are not living and breathing this thing, okay? But let's fast forward 6 months from now. You've joined the course. You're taking action. You're working with me. You're meeting other artists, and you've got a bigger fan base. You're making more money with your music. You're playing more shows and you're touring, and you're a better and a more confident songwriter. Like, just imagine that. Like, wouldn't that be awesome to have a bigger fan base? Your music making money. You're playing shows and getting paid for it. You know, you really only have two choices, guy. The first option is to do nothing. Now, you really only have two choices. Your first option is to do nothing and not take this leap of faith to work with me one-on-one for a year. Or the second option is to pony up this small investment today compared to all the value you're going to get in return, and just give it a shot. You know, don't be wondering later, like, you know, what if I signed up to Chris's course and Fanbase University and all these training, and I worked with them for, you know, for a whole year. Like, I don't want to be wondering, like, what if I never took that shot, that opportunity? Go to smartmusicbusiness.com/go and sign up right now, because you're getting that 5-week masterclass, Launching Your Career as an Artist. You're getting that How I Make Over $4,000 a Month Selling Music Online, YouTube Marketing Mastery for Artists and Musicians, Album Launch and Release Music Promotion Blueprint to know how to market your music. And then you get to work with someone for a full year that's going to coach you, meet other artists. You know, it's not about your net worth, it's about your network, who you're surrounding yourself with. And then you're getting my music industry contacts black book, which is freaking priceless. Guys, this is worth thousands and thousands of dollars, and you're getting started for only $997. If you divide $997 by 365, that's only $2.73 a day. And $2.70 is nothing compared to the feeling of having a bigger fan base, making more money with your music, or playing more shows and touring. It's a total freaking game changer. But you have to work hard to make your music career. If it was easy, then everybody would do it, right? But I know you work hard. I know you got music in your blood, and you know you're called to do this. So stop procrastinating. Stop putting your dreams on hold and get in the game. Get in the game. Have you ever asked this question, do I have what it takes? Or will this work for me? I've asked myself that question so many times. Do I really have what it takes? I want to say, yeah, you do, man. Get started. Look, I failed music in school. I can't even play an instrument. But I surround myself with other successful artists that help me to do this. This is me New Year's Eve holding the guitar. And like I said, I can't even play an instrument. But I spent New Year's Eve alone to write one night to say to myself, Chris, you're going to become a better writer. You're going to learn how to do this, and you're not going to quit. And it was lonely, and I wanted to give up, but I didn't quit. If you invested just 1 hour a day, you can change your life while you're at a job, while you're even still in school. I don't care if you're already in college. Sign up and start doing this. Invest an hour a day. And I just want to end with this, guys, and I want to start taking questions. So I want you to get your questions ready. Today I do what others won't, so tomorrow I can do what others can't. Today I do what others won't. I put in the work. I educate myself. So now I can do what others can't. Guys, I want my music making me thousands of dollars every month. Don't you? Don't you want to look back 6 months from now, 6 years from now, and you've got a career built? Don't just look like just down the road. Look years down the road. Where do you want to be? And let's start working towards that. Again, you're going to get the 5-week masterclass, Launching Your Career as an Artist, worth $1,997. How I make over $4,000 a month selling music online, worth $1,997. YouTube Marketing Mastery for Artists and Musicians, $997 value. Album Launch and Release Music Promotion Blueprint, valued at $997. Fanbase University, a 1-year platinum membership, worth $1,997 value. And then my Music Industry Context Black Book. It's priceless. Total value, $7,985. Get started today for one payment of $997, and you have access to this for a lifetime. And then you get to work with me for 12 months, and we're going to move your career forward. And this is another special thing we have. You can pay with PayPal, and PayPal has this really cool thing. If you go to paypalcredit.com, you can apply for credit. You have to be in the U.S., but they'll deposit into your PayPal account up to $1,000, and you don't even have to pay it back for 6 months. No interest. You don't have to pay anything for 6 months, and then you pay it off in the 6 months. Start making some money with the stuff that I'm teaching you. Start getting your music going. Start getting your career going. Pay it off, and now you've got the tools. You've got the techniques. You've got the contacts. You've got other successful artists around you, and you're crushing it. Again, go to smartmusicbusiness.com/go. For the first 10 people, get the Music Contacts Black Book, which is freaking amazing. Right now, I want to take it and open it up for questions and start asking your guys questions. Again, you cannot ask me a silly question. I want to see you win. I believe in you. I know you can do this, and don't do this alone, because that's why I built this course and this training for you guys. Someone's asking me, what if I'm, do I really have lifetime access to these courses? Yes, you do. You'll get a login and password. You can log in. You can post questions underneath. I always email you the schedule of what time the coaching call is at. It's always on the 12th and 24th. If you can't make the call, you just email or post a question, and then I answer the call right there on it. Some of you are asking, what if I'm shy? What if I'm scared? You know what I mean? And I want to say, look, I was scared too, man. I was scared to get up on the stage. I was scared to, rock the mic. I was scared to write songs, scared to do all this stuff. But I just want to say, do it afraid. And courage isn't the absence of fear, guys. Courage is the willingness to act despite the fear. Do it afraid. Someone else is asking, what about marketing my music? You're going to really show me how to market my music? Yes, I'll teach you how to market your music online, and it'll totally be a game changer for you and help it out, and just be a total game changer for you, show you how to market your music and release those albums, release those CDs, EPs, how to monetize it in multiple areas, and just really get you moving, okay? I want to take some more questions, so keep firing the questions at me, guys, and I am not going to leave until you guys are stoked. Again, go to smartmusicbusiness.com/go. Keep firing the questions at me, guys. I want to say thank you to all the people that have already signed up. And I see Miguel in here. I see Josh. I see a ton of you guys still in here. I am not leaving until all your questions are answered. Okay, you cannot ask a dumb question. You cannot ask a crazy question. I'm here because I believe in you guys and want to see you win. I want to see you have music out there. Some of my coaching students, worked with me and didn't even have music out yet. And I was really challenging them to make a deadline for things like, when are you going to get it out? You've got the music. When are you going to get it really out there and really done? And just like, like if it's July, what is it today? It's July 17th. Are you going to really, is it going to be in September you're going to get your first song or your EP done? When are you going to get that show booked? When are you going to get that promo EPK done? When are you going to start sending emails out to people? And I come up with a strategy for you. Say, look, dude, Miguel, because I know you got a question here. You got to email this person. You should reach out to this person. Like, what city do you live in, man? What area are you in? What artists are similar to you? Like, this isn't just like, you sign up and then I leave you and you're in the epiphany, the oblivion to go work on yourself. It's like, no, like, where are you? Who are your similar artists? What can we attack and crush? And I'm like going to be like kicking your butt saying, dude, get it done. That's what you're paying me for. That's why, we have the Fan Base University, because we got to get this thing moving. We got to get this music making you money, because it's one thing to have it done. But this is the thing. I know other artists that have just as many CDs as me. But first of all, they signed the rights away. Second of all, they're not getting money from SoundCloud, from Audio Jungle, from TuneCore, from iTunes, from Spotify, from YouTube. They're just not, because they haven't set it up. They don't have the rights for it. And so, I just want to say that, like, we all need someone to kick our butts. I hired someone to kick my butt. Now I have a manager, and I hope that I can help you to the point that you can get in there as well too. Miguel, I wish we had a daily payment of the $2.70, but we don't, man. The best we could do is $100 a month, because I just felt like, man, like that's just, something. And I just encourage you guys that don't, have a job yet to get a job, so that you can invest in your music. Like, whether you sign up or not doesn't affect me, man. Like, I'm good. My music, that's my full-time career. Okay. I'm not just selling online courses and stuff like that. Like, my music is what I do for a living. Okay. I am on tour right now, but I'm here to help you, because I had people that helped me and poured into me. And so it's my turn to give back. And so I really want to be that for you guys. Again, go to smartmusicbusiness.com/go. And for the first 10 people get the Music Industry Contacts Black Book. What was this saying? Whoops. Don Tell, what's up? So glad you are in here. What was the names on the list I saw that you used to stream your music on went past really fast? The names I used to stream my music. Well, you can stream your music on Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud. And it's important to have, like, obviously, if your music is on Spotify, then you've probably signed up with CD Baby or TuneCore. So you're making money with that automatically. But just because it's uploaded to SoundCloud doesn't mean you're making money. I attended a conference the other day, and of course, I thought I knew everything. I thought, as usual, I learned everything. And then I listened and I sat down, I listened to this guy, and I was like, holy crap, SoundCloud's paying us now. Facebook was supposed to start paying us, but they haven't fully figured out the algorithm yet, so they can put ads in front of the videos just like YouTube does. But that's coming soon. It's coming soon, and they're going to keep paying us. Guys, it's just going to get better and better for artists. That's why I want you to get in now. Steven, what's up, man? What is the best marketing program to get listeners? I've used YouTube Assistant and got positive results. I love using Google AdWords, man. And what I talk about in that YouTube Marketing Mastery course, and what I shared a little bit today about using Google AdWords to put your music videos right in front of other people's videos, like a commercial. It's literally like saying, like, you go to watch a Katy Perry video, you go to watch an artist that's similar to you, and then all of a sudden your music video shows up or your lyric video shows up, and people have to watch it because it's a commercial and you're paying for that. But the cost is so small. The cost is so small compared to, like radio or something like that. Like, it's just to get our music in front of fans is so much easier now, Kevin, for the first 10 people, get the Black Book, but we're going to have this thing up today for a short while. Okay, it's only going to be up. This training is only going to be up for a couple more days. I think it's for 24, 48 hours. I'm not sure. You should get an email saying when it's going to be shut down. It's not going to be open forever. Okay, and there's only so many spots, but it will be up for at least the next 24 to 48 hours, okay? But again, it's a first come, first serve, okay? And I look forward to seeing you in there. And again, congratulations to all the artists that have already signed up. That's freaking awesome. Miguel's saying, okay, I can pay Friday. Also, have you heard of DistroKid? Yes, I've emailed back and forth with the owner of DistroKid before. Cool dude, and I haven't used their stuff personally. I haven't personally used it, but I'm pretty sure he's legit. I think finally they can do the YouTube monetization. The reason I didn't like DistroKid at first is because you could sign up for the distribution of like your music for like iTunes, Spotify, and stuff like that, but then they didn't do the publishing admin for YouTube, and I'm not sure if that's changed yet or not. But you might just have to use a third-party company, just like you have to use a third-party company for SoundCloud, which is a company called Repost Network, that you can use for that. So that's awesome. With that, let me just take a little sip of my water here. Keep firing questions at me, guys. Like, seriously, I'm totally here for you. Go to smartmusicbusiness.com/go. Sign up. You'll get an email to log in and start training right away. And on the 12th and 24th of the next coaching calls. And I'm here to help you, man. I'm here to help you. Have a little sip of water there. Keep firing them at me, guys. Let's see who else had a question here. Someone was asking earlier about blowing up in Japan. And, you just never know where you're going to be successful. If I was to sit down with you, though, depending, like if you lived in America or Canada, I'd probably say, or Europe, I'd probably say focus on your country. Focus on your country and then branch out. You're not trying to take on the whole world right away. We want to get one area really focused and then slowly branch out. You know what I mean? Because, one time I tried marketing to the whole world and it's not effective when you're doing that shotgun approach. You want to focus. I like the word focus stands for follow one course until successful. And that's the thing. You want to really just get with somebody and not get scattered. Like there's so much free information out there that sometimes it's frustrating, right? And so I say work with one person until you've gotten what you've wanted, and then you can try something else. Same thing with your music. So how many spots available with this program? Right now, it's the first. Right now, I think we have, how many do we have? How many spots do we got left here? We have, it says, I think there's about maybe 20-something spots left total, okay? So there's still some spots left. You should be good, Tevin. Just email me or respond to one of the emails, and we'll always try and make it room, make fit. There's the what's this guy saying? Thanks, family. Appreciate it. Yeah, totally. I'm gonna butcher your name. Don't tell. Sorry if I Don Tail. Sorry if I butchered your name, but I really appreciate you guys, man. And I'm gonna hang out here a little bit longer. So if you want to fire a few more questions, and I got the YouTube marketing playbook for you guys. I'm just gonna paste that in here. That's for you for staying on. And I want to thank you guys for hanging out, because a lot of artists aren't willing to learn. Okay, even if they get a manager, like I know some artists that they even actually find some success, and then they get a manager that is, doing stuff for them, but then they don't do what the manager says. And I was even talking to this, I know this one artist that had so much success. They had so much buzz. They had so much potential, but they threw it away because of their attitude. They threw it away just because of the decisions they made, just not listening and not willing to, put in the hard work. It's not always easy sometimes. Sometimes it's hard. I want to play you this thing, guys. Show you guys this thing of what some of the other artists are saying. And I just want to say, hey, congrats to everybody. I look forward to seeing you guys on the 12th and 24th. But I want you guys to watch this right now and check out this, what some of the artists that I've already worked with.
Hey, my name is Cole DeRoos. I'm a hip-hop artist from Kansas City, and I've been part of Fanbase University now for, 5-6 months, whenever it started, and it's been amazing because not only do you get access to Manifest or Chris Greenwood's courses that he has up online, which covers so much stuff from Facebook marketing, YouTube marketing, Instagram marketing, how to book shows, and he has a ton of experience behind that, so it's not just somebody talking fluff. He actually knows what he's talking about, and it's been amazing. We get a once-a-month coaching call for an hour. We can ask him anything we want. It's very personal. He'll respond to you. He'll pour into you. And for me, it's actually really helped my music. I had 2,000 likes on my Facebook page, real no presence. Now I have over 5,000 likes on my Facebook page, and things continue to grow and climb just from using his marketing techniques and applying what he is teaching. So, highly recommend it. It's worth it. Be a part.
Hey guys, this is Doug from We Are Leo. I just wanted to give a quick testimonial about Chris Greenwood, aka Manifest course on how to make $4,000 a month with just your music. And he's talking about just music, no shows or anything else. Basically, you don't have to even walk out your front door. You can make $4,000 a month with just your music. I've read a lot of books, watched a lot of tutorials, but I haven't found anything remotely as helpful as this course that he has on udemy.com. It showed me all the ways that I was missing out on getting money from my music on YouTube, satellite radio, that type of stuff. What Chris does is he takes basically his 10 years of experience in the music industry and compiles it, makes action points on how you can squeeze every dime out of your music. Within like the first couple of minutes of watching the tutorials, I found accounts that I can set up, things that I could do to actually start collecting money that I had been missing out on.
Chris Greenwood, in his courses, teaches you all of the aspects that you never even thought of. He teaches you and motivates you throughout the whole thing to tend to your craft and how to build your brand and how to sell your music. Not only just, oh, you get it up on iTunes and you think it's going to go. You literally have to continue to promote it, and there's so many other places that you can distribute your music, and there's so many other methods, and you can tell that from all of his experience he's really going in depth of how to do this. And the amount of information and knowledge that I gained from him in these courses is something that I could never pay anybody, because it would have taken me 10 years to figure all that stuff out. So what he had given me has really made me be able to propel my career and make decisions. And it's only been about 2 months since I've taken the courses, and I've made life-changing decisions on my music and my brand and my product. And I'm seeing results already. And me personally, he saved me hundreds of dollars, probably thousands of dollars, and hundreds of hours of time of trying to research this stuff. So now, at the end of these 3 courses, I'm really going into this thing knowing what I have to do. And I love how motivating he is throughout the whole thing, because he lays a lot of information down, and it seems discouraging on some of the stuff that he says. But at the same time, he says, just go get it, do it, and get busy. So thank you, Chris Greenwood, for really saving me time, and maybe you'll hear me on the radio one day.
Hey, what's up? My name is Giger, and I am from the band All Above Me. And as a band, we have completed all of the courses by Chris Greenwood, and I gotta tell you, they have absolutely launched our careers as independent artists. The material covered in these courses have educated us and got us ready for what was coming our way. I think the best part about these courses are the stories and experiences that Chris shares. I think people can tell you a general idea of how the music industry works, but hearing it from someone who has experienced it firsthand is priceless. Thanks to these courses, we are now generating income selling music online, monetizing our videos, building our catalog from music to merch, and we have also gained over 7,000 likes on Facebook. So 2016 is going to be a big year for us. I'd recommend these courses to anyone that's interested in really making a career in the music industry.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jerry Fee, solo artist from Boise, Idaho. And I'll tell you what, I can't recommend highly enough to you guys that you work with Chris Greenwood and Fanbase University. Man, having somebody like this that has proven himself in the music industry through tenacity, through failure, through just going at it and learning the hard way, helping us so we hopefully don't have to learn the same way that he did, is awesome. His insights are incredible, his knowledge base is incredible, and the fact that he's willing to work with each one of us and help us reach our calling and our potential is incredible. incredible. So if you have any doubts, any questions about working with him in Fan-Based University, stop right now. Seriously, get started. Thanks a lot, guys.
I believe we can trade our lives for a big dream, a small dream, or no dream. Why not trade it for a big dream? If you're going to do anything, why not do it big, right? Fear is always the loudest when you're trying to do something great.
A lot of people would say I didn't start out too good, and maybe you can relate to that. But let me tell you something. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And I know you guys are going to finish great. I gotta believe I can more than survive. Still one trick up my sleeve. We're gonna make this one shine.
Scared to get on that stage? Do it afraid. Scared to jump off those stairs on your skateboard? Do it afraid. Scared to call and put your resume in? Do it afraid.
We're gonna make this one shine. Sometimes you gotta walk a different way. Don't let the world cookie cut you. You gotta go after your dream. I'm gonna buy the green flag, 'cause I know I'll get by. When I'm battle every day through the pain like a soldier.
Maybe you don't share those hidden things that are just important to you. I want to stir up that God-given dream that He's put in your heart.
I don't know your story, but there's one thing I do know about your story, about everyone's. It's not done yet, because you're still here. You're still writing it. Hold on when everything is shaking. Stand strong when the ground is falling through.
I had suicidal thoughts. I wanted to give up. This is my dream. This is my life. My identity was wrapped up in this thing. And all of a sudden it was gone. Pain is a good teacher. Have you ever wanted things to be different in your life? What do you need to let go of? What friends do you got to stop hanging out with that are negative, that are haters? Put yourself in places that are going to cause you to stretch. If you want something different tomorrow, you've got to plant something new today. A fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. And I know I've got a full room of fighters in here, right? Hey, I want to say thank you guys again for all attending and hanging out with me. I want to congratulate everyone that signed up. And if you haven't yet, you can still go to smartmusicbusiness.com/go. I'm going to answer a couple more questions here, and then I'm going to bounce out. But Steven, you know, I'm seeing your question here about making $50K a year. And, you know, you do have to spend some money on marketing. But, you know, I always tell people to get started with shows. If you've played 3 shows, I want you to turn that into 30 this year, okay? And perform and get your chops out. Meet some more people. Get your feet wet as an artist, because you're going to learn a lot more when you're performing shows. And if you can't perform shows, then do Facebook Lives, do YouTube Lives. Get yourself practicing shows and getting comfortable and doing this over and over again, okay? And you'll watch how doors will open for you. And I hope that you'll let me work with you and open even more doors for you and help you do this even faster, and so that I can stay on you to get this done. Eric, I also see you in there from Wyoming. That's so rad that you opened for me, dude. And I hope that you guys are able to find the finances to work with me, because I'd love to help you and help move you forward. Guys, have an awesome night. Again, smartmusicbusiness.com/go. And I look forward to seeing you on the next coaching call when you're working with me. Cheers.